Hi, come on in. If you love everything crochet, then you are in the right place. And today I'm going to show you how to make this lovely stitch. It is the Knotted Half Double Crochet. It is exactly the same on the front as it is on the back. It is quite a simple one, no repeat. It's just getting the hang of the stitch, and it makes up very, very quickly. It's quite a nice, versatile stitch, very textured, really lovely, but quite fluid at the same time. Beautiful for using for scarves, blankets, lots of different projects you can use it for. Now I'm going to be using a Aran weight worsted wool and a 5mm hook to go with it, but you can actually use any type of wool you want to, just use the corresponding hook that goes with it. Everything that I've used today I will list in the description box down below, along with other things that you may find of interest. We will start with a slip knot and chain. So I simply put a loop, put my hook through, yarn over and pull it through. Pull it a little bit tighter, but not too tight, because you still want to be able to move your hook. Now this particular stitch can be made with any number of stitches that you want, any number of chain stitch to start it. It doesn't have to be in sets of 2 or 3. So I'm going to just make a very small swatch to begin with. So to make your chain, just yarn over and pull through that loop on your hook, yarn over and pull through. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So I'm just going to say make a very small swatch. I'll do one extra on there. And to start, we will miss out the first chain here and work into the second. One in your hook does not count, but we're going to work into the second, and we're going to do a UK double crochet US single the whole way along. So we'll work into the second one there, put your hook through, yarn over, pull up that loop, 2 on the hook, pull through both, and into the next with exactly the same, pull through both, pull through both, and I'll meet you at the other end when you finish the row. So I've finished my row of UK double crochets, US single crochets the whole way along. We do a single chain and return our work. To start with, we will put yarn over in through that first stitch right there, yarn over and pull back through. But we don't finish the stitch, we put yarn over in through the next stitch, yarn over and pull back through, leaving you 5 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 5. We're going to put yarn over and we're going to move into the same stitch right here that we finished in the second one of our first stitch right there. Hook through, pull that yarn through, you have 3, and then we move into the next one with yarn over, pull through and pull through 5 loops, yarn over and pull through all 5. We're working into the same one again with yarn over and into that one, yarn over and pull back through, and then into the next one with yarn over, put it through, yarn over and pull back. You've got your 5 loops, yarn over and pull through all 5. Again, working into the same one that we finished the last stitch with, yarn over, in there, yarn over and pull through, into the next one, yarn over, into there, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through all 5. And you can see the stitches starting to come. What we're really making here is a half double crochet 2 together, but what we're doing is obviously starting where we worked into the last stitch, which makes the knotted part. So yarn over in through that same stitch, yarn over and pull back into the next one, exactly, oops, yarn over into the next, yarn over and pull through. You've got that 5, yarn over and pull through all 5. And you just do that the whole way along, placing them into the same stitch and then going into the next one. You've got your 5 and then you pull through all 5 of your loops. And you will do this, oops, you will do this the whole way along your row until you've come to the end. And then I'll show you what to do at the end. Now I've come to the end of my row. I just have these 2 here left. And you'd think you only have one left right here, but we also have this single stitch that we're going to work into down here. So this is the turning chain that we have. So we're actually going to work 2 more. So you can just see a little bit sticks out right there. We're going to work into. So this would be the last of our normal stitches, so to speak. So yarn over, in through and pull through, yarn over, in through that last stitch, pull back through, you've got your 5 and pull through. Whoops. Now we're going to work into this last little stitch right here. So yarn over and into there, pull back through, yarn over, working into that stitch right there. This will be the only time you have to do this. Pulling back through, you've got your 5 loops and pull through all 5, and that's the only time you have to do that. The rest will be the same the whole way up. So put your yarn over and pull through for a single chain and turn our work. You need to leave your chain slightly loose here because we're going to work into that little hole right where the bottom of the chain is, so actually into your chain stitch from before. So yarn over into there, yarn over and pull back through, and then we're going into your first stitch proper. Yarn over into that stitch, yarn over and pull back through. You've got your 5 loops, yarn over and pull through all 5, and the rest is the same as we did on the last one. So working into the stitch here and then going into the next one with 5 loops and pull through all 5, and again into that same stitch and then into the next one, 5 loops and pull through into the next, into the same one that we had there, and 3 loops, yarn over and into the next, yarn over, pull through and pull through all 5, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. I've got the 1 stitch left to do, and we're working into that one there and then into our last stitch right here. Keep a count on your stitches to make sure that you are keeping them the same, because it can be easy to confuse it, especially how you start the row. So we'll do our 1 chain, and then we are working into the bottom of where that chain is right there, right like that, and back through, and then into our first stitch. Our 5 loops right there, and pull through all 5, work into that stitch first, yarn over and into the next, and I'll pull through. And we are working through the whole way the same as we did in the last one. Pull through all 5, and again to the next one. Let's pull through 5, yarn over in through that one, over in the next, and pull through all 5, and I'll meet you when you're finished your row. I'm on my last stitch, so yarn over in through there, yarn over, and we're just picking up that last stitch right there, yarn over 5 stitches and pull through whoops, pull through all 5. And it's as simple as that. And that is your 1 row repeat for the whole way up. So I say keep a watch on your numbers, on your number of your stitches, just to make sure you're getting it right. But once you've got the hang of it, it's a really simple one to do, but looks really effective. Let me know what you're going to make out of yours, and if there's a particular stitch that you'd like me to show you how to do. Thank you for watching, for keeping me company, and I'll see you in the next one.